Do you ever feel like you're stuck in an endless cycle of financial worries, as if there's never a clear way out? Imagine if you could finally break those chains and live with freedom, peace of mind, and purpose. No matter how old you are or how many challenges you've faced in life, the truth is that it's never too late to change. Today, I'm going to share with you 8 transformative Stoic principles that can turn the tables on your relationship with money and bring you the financial peace you deserve. But here's the rub. This video isn't just about money. It's about how to live smarter, more in line with your values, and less dependent on the expectations of others. Every lesson you'll see here is designed to help you build a freer and more meaningful life. So stick with me until the end, because you won't want to miss any of these powerful strategies. And if you think this content can help other people, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos like this. Let's transform the way you live and see your finances together. Principle 1, breaking the cycle of impulsive spending. Have you ever stopped to think about why so many people live trapped in an endless cycle of debt and financial worries? The answer is right in front of us: the inability to control our own desires. Modern society is a relentless machine designed to make us spend. Advertisements bombard us with promises of instant happiness, linking our personal value to what we own. A new smartphone, fashionable clothes, a luxury car, all these are sold as symbols of success, but in reality, they are chains that bind us. Stoicism gives us a powerful weapon against this trap: self-control. Seneca reminds us that he is not poor who has little, but who desires much. True freedom begins when you learn to distinguish between what is essential and what is superfluous. Needs are simple: food, shelter, adequate clothing. Desires, these are the luxuries that drain your bank account and keep you from financial stability. But make no mistake, living within your means doesn't mean giving up pleasure or quality of life. It's about making conscious and intelligent decisions. Think of the story of the hare and the tortoise. The hare runs fast, but runs out of steam. The tortoise moves slowly, but consistently, and reaches its destination. In the same way, frugality is not about deprivation, but about building a solid foundation for the future. Imagine the peace of mind of having enough savings to deal with emergencies without panicking. Think of the freedom of not being trapped by mounting debts or the constant need to work just to pay bills. This financial peace is attainable, but it requires discipline. Start by evaluating your spending habits. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Or am I just giving in to an impulse? Every conscious choice you make today is a step towards financial freedom. The reward? A life where you control your money and not the other way around. An existence where you can invest in meaningful experiences, spend more time with your loved ones, or even start your own business. That's the transformative power of the first Stoic principle. Living within your means is not just a financial strategy. It's a path to a fuller, more satisfying life. Principle 2. Face your finances with courage. How many times have you avoided looking at your bank account for fear of what you would find? This behavior is more common than it seems, but ignoring your finances is like letting weeds grow in a garden unchecked. The result? Financial chaos that only gets worse over time. Stoicism teaches us to face reality as it is, without illusions or excuses, because only then can we begin to transform it. Epictetus said, "It is not events that disturb us, but the opinions we have about them." The same goes for your finances. Facing your financial situation can be uncomfortable at first, but this discomfort is necessary for growth. Recognizing where you're going wrong, whether it's overspending, undersaving, or underinvesting, is the first step to correcting course. Think of your finances as a garden. Without constant care and attention, weeds such as debt or overspending quickly take over. But when you take the time to understand your situation, analyzing earnings, expenses, and investments, you can identify problems before they become unmanageable. This process requires courage and honesty with yourself, two fundamental pillars of Stoicism. In addition, taking responsibility for your financial situation is liberating. It's easy to blame external factors, such as the economy or interest rates, for your financial problems. But the hard and simple truth is that your choices shape your reality more than anything else. When you accept this, you regain control over your life. Start today. Sit down with pen and paper or a spreadsheet and analyze every detail of your finances. How much do you earn? How much do you spend? Where can you cut excesses? This exercise may seem trivial, but it has a profound impact on how you manage your money from now on. Stoic wisdom teaches us that ignoring problems doesn't make them go away. On the contrary, it only makes them worse. Facing your finances with courage not only improves your economic situation, but also strengthens your mindset for dealing with bigger challenges in the future. After all, as Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, not over external events. Use this power to transform your relationship with money and build a more balanced and prosperous life. Principle 3. The illusion of material happiness. Society conditions us to believe that happiness is directly linked to the amount of possessions we have. We are bombarded with images of people smiling in luxury cars, traveling to paradisiacal destinations, or sporting designer clothes. But here's the truth that few have the courage to admit. Purchased happiness is a fleeting illusion. Stoicism teaches us that true joy comes not from what we have, but from what we are. For the Stoics, virtue is the supreme good. Wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. These values are under our control and are immune to external fluctuations. As Epictetus said, wealth does not consist in having great possessions, but in having few needs. Think about it. What really brings lasting satisfaction? Is it the shine of a new gadget or the feeling of living in line with your principles? Unhappy millionaires are living proof that money can't buy inner peace. On the other hand, there are people with simple lives who find joy in what they have, whether it's a meaningful conversation, a quiet moment, or the love of their loved ones. Your bank balance may grow or shrink, but your character and actions are immutable riches. Furthermore, material goods are ephemeral. The pleasure they bring fades quickly, leading you to look for something new to fill the void. It's like running on a treadmill. You get tired, but you keep going. Instead, turn to what really matters: meaningful experiences, genuine relationships, and the cultivation of gratitude. Cicero reminds us, it is not he who has little, but he who desires more, who is truly poor. Gratitude transforms enough into abundance. When you appreciate what you already have, you realize that you have more than you need to be happy. This change of mindset is essential to break away from the incessant search for more and start living with purpose. Principle 4. The courage to take risks. Fear of failure is one of the greatest enemies of progress. It paralyzes us and prevents us from exploring our true potential. But here is a fundamental lesson from Stoicism. Without risk, there is no growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not over external events." And that power begins with the courage to face the unknown. Taking risks doesn't mean acting impulsively or without planning. It's about calculating your chances and making informed decisions based on reality. Think of an explorer sailing uncharted seas. He knows the dangers, but also the potential rewards. Similarly, in the financial field, taking risks can mean investing in an innovative project, changing careers, or even starting your own business. The Stoics teach us to see challenges as opportunities in disguise. Every obstacle overcome is a valuable lesson. Every failure is a chance to learn and grow stronger. As Seneca said, "Fortune favors the prepared." By facing risks with wisdom and courage, you put yourself in a position to achieve extraordinary results. Of course, not all risks will pay off, and that's part of the process. The important thing is to learn from each experience and move forward stronger and more resilient. Remember, the biggest risk is taking no risk at all and staying stuck in mediocrity. Principle 5, the power of continuous growth. Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to be moving forward while others remain stagnant? The answer lies in the commitment to continuous personal growth. Stoicism teaches us that stopping learning is like leaving a plant without water. Eventually it withers and dies. Seneca said, "As long as we live, let us keep learning." This means constantly getting out of your comfort zone. Yes, it can be uncomfortable at first, like climbing a steep mountain, but each step takes you to new heights and broadens your view of the world. Investing in yourself is essential to thriving in the modern world. This can include anything from reading books and attending courses to seeking out mentors or developing new practical skills. Think of it like updating software. Without regular updates, it becomes obsolete. But growing up requires discipline and conscious choices. You may need to sacrifice immediate pleasures to focus on bigger goals, like saving for a course or dedicating time to learning instead of watching TV. Don't see this as deprivation, see it as an investment in your future. Personal growth doesn't just improve your financial life, it also transforms your mindset. Each new skill acquired or perspective broadened better prepares you to face future challenges and create opportunities where others see obstacles. Principle 6. Take full control of your life. How many times have you blamed external factors for your financial problems? Maybe it was the government, the economy, or even your family upbringing. But here's the hard, undeniable truth. As long as you keep blaming others, you're handing over your power. Stoicism preaches total personal responsibility. Epictetus said, "It is not events that disturb us, but the opinions we have about them." This means recognizing that your choices shape your reality more than anything else. Taking responsibility isn't about wallowing in guilt, it's about empowerment. When you accept your financial mistakes as valuable lessons, you gain the ability to change your trajectory going forward. For example, if you've accumulated credit card debt, blaming interest rates won't solve anything. But analyzing your previous choices can prevent further mistakes. In addition, understanding the dichotomy of Stoic control helps in this process. Focus on what is within your reach, your financial habits, and accept what you cannot change, such as economic fluctuations. This approach brings clarity and reduces unnecessary stress. Personal responsibility is liberating because it puts you in charge of your life again. It doesn't matter where you are now, what matters is where you want to go. And that starts with the decisions you make today. Principle 7. Live by your values, not other people's expectations. How many times have you found yourself making financial or life decisions just to impress others? Perhaps you've bought something expensive to appear successful or taken a job you don't like because of other people's opinions. This search for external validation is an invisible but powerful prison. Stoicism teaches us to reject this trap and live according to our own values, ignoring the unrealistic expectations that others may impose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." This means that in order to live fully, you need to align your actions with what you truly believe in and value. But how do you do this? First, it's essential to identify your personal values. Ask yourself, what is really important to me? Honesty, freedom, security. Only when you know your values can you begin to live authentically. In the digital age, where we are constantly exposed to the perfect lives of others on social media, The pressure to follow other people's standards is immense. We often try to imitate lifestyles that are not our own, spending money and energy on things that bring us no real satisfaction. Stoicism challenges us to resist this temptation and focus on what really matters. Living by your own values takes courage and resilience. There will always be people trying to convince you that you need more status, more material goods, more validation. But remember, these people don't live your life or face its financial consequences. As Epictetus said, "He who wishes to be free must abandon the desire to please others." By rejecting external expectations, you regain control over your life and your finances. This doesn't mean being insensitive or completely ignoring others, but prioritizing what is meaningful to you. When your decisions reflect your personal values, you experience less stress and greater satisfaction. After all, the real competition isn't with others, it's with yourself. So stop measuring your success by other people's standards. Set your own financial and personal goals and stick to them with determination. Financial and emotional freedom begins when you decide to live in line with your values without worrying about external judgment. Principle 8. Accept and adapt to change. Change is inevitable. They happen in all areas of life, at work, in finances, in relationships, and often arrive without warning. However, our natural tendency is to resist them. We prefer the comfort of the known to the challenge of the new. But Stoicism teaches us that resistance to change only brings unnecessary suffering. Instead, we must learn to accept it and adapt. Heraclitus said, "Nothing is permanent except change." This universal truth can be uncomfortable but also liberating. When we accept that everything is constantly changing, we can stop fighting the inevitable and start working with it. In the financial context, this means adjusting to economic fluctuations, changes in the job market, or even personal setbacks. Accepting change doesn't mean passive resignation. It means acting wisely in the face of circumstances. For example, if you lose a job or face unexpected financial difficulties, you can use this as an opportunity to reassess your priorities and look for new paths. As Marco Aurelio wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What is in the way becomes the way." Adaptation also requires mental and emotional flexibility. A rigid tree breaks during a storm. A flexible tree bends in the wind and survives. In the same way, being flexible in your financial or professional plans can help you overcome crises without losing your balance. In addition, staying informed is essential to dealing with change effectively. Be aware of economic trends and emerging opportunities. Knowledge is power in times of uncertainty. And remember, every change brings with it a valuable lesson or a new possibility. Finally, adopting a Stoic mindset in the face of change means focusing on what is within your control, your reactions and choices, while calmly accepting what you cannot change. As Epictetus taught, don't expect things to happen as you wish them to happen as they should. Accepting and adapting to change not only strengthens your emotional and financial resilience, it also opens doors to personal growth and new opportunities. Embrace life's transformations as a natural part of the human process and discover how they can be a springboard to something even greater. Now that you know these 8 Stoic principles, the question remains, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Life is too short to be wasted on endless financial worries or trying to please others. You have the power to change, to take control of your finances, and to live with more freedom, purpose, and peace of mind. Remember, it's never too late to start. Every small decision you make today can create a more stable and happier future. If this video has inspired you or given you new ideas, don't keep it to yourself. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this content with someone who also needs to hear these truths. And of course, activate the bell so you don't miss the next videos full of practical and transformative lessons. The time to act is now. You deserve a better life, so go ahead and start building it today.